All right, so this is the Kimura from the closed guard. The first thing I need to do is get his hands off of me and onto the floor. So I have two options when doing this. I can put my hands over, pull outside with my legs as well at the same time, or I can come from underneath and pull up. Once his hands are on the floor, what I'm gonna do is open my legs. I'm gonna be attacking this side, so I'm gonna open my legs. My left leg is gonna plant. My right leg is gonna stay hooked as if I'm doing a leg curl on this side. I'm gonna come up. While I'm coming up to here, I'm gonna move my butt back away from him. If I don't do that, then this arm can actually be in danger to be trapped. So I'm gonna come up and move my butt back. I'm gonna loop over with my left arm and connect to my wrist. While I'm making this connection, I'm gonna switch my grip to here. All the hands, fingers over and thumbs over. Now, as I'm falling down, I'm gonna hip escape out to this side. So I'm gonna hip escape and fall, pinching over with my right leg to keep him from rolling. And a key detail here is I'm pinching my left knee tight to him so that he can't escape out this way. By having this grip, if he goes to straighten his arm, so go and straighten, I can curl back in to regain the Kimura position. I'm gonna make sure his elbow is pinned tight to my body, tight to my chest, and then push up towards his head.
Let's talk about some key details here. So let's start the move. Okay, so he wants to put the opponent's hands on the floor, Yoon's hands on the floor, so he can trap one of them. So he's gonna use both his arms to do that and his legs. So he used two options with his arms. That was the first one. The second one is he went underneath. With the second one in particular, go back, he will bridge his hips. He's trying to put his hands in the praying position, and then that will assist him in breaking the guy's posture, okay? Exactly, boom. The second key detail here is that he's gonna use his legs. And how is he gonna use his legs? Go back, please. Not only is he's gonna try to put his knees, bring his knees to his chest, but he's gonna try to lift him up a little bit off his base to make him lighter, and then he's gonna try to bring his knees to his chest. If you're fighting someone who has a great posture, good base, or he's heavier than you, you're gonna have to do all those things. Otherwise, you might not be successful. So he's gonna lift him up with his legs and then bring him in with his knees while he's isolating one of his arms, okay? Keep going with the move now. He's gonna go, grab the wrist, boom, he hip escapes. Right, exactly. So one thing that you need to be careful of when you're trying the Kimura is you don't want the opponent to go around and grab your forearm, because you might kill. Yoon, can you try to go and grab his forearm with your free hand? Yes. So you have to make sure, let go please. You have to make sure to hip escape enough. Go ahead and turn to your side, hip escape more to me. Yes, and away now, and away. Yes. Try to grab it again. Exactly. So you have to make sure you do that. And if you come around, please. One of the key details here on the grip is that a lot of people, and that's why they lose it, the opponent, a common defense is to straighten the arms, is they trying to use this arm to push off. But the Kimura is not just this arm. Actually, a lot of work is being done by this arm, by pulling his tricep and his elbow towards your chest as you're falling down. And then this part becomes lighter, so you can push the opponent's palm to the back of the head, which is what you're aiming for. So go ahead. Exactly. So you bring him back to you, and then the wrist becomes lighter as you're trying to put the palm to the back of his head. Another key detail here is, go back please, is as you do that, you might be successful if you're about the same size, but if the guy is bigger, you really have to do another hip escape. This time you have to hip escape over here. You're aiming for your hip to be outside, not between his legs. Right now his hip is between his legs, the opponent's legs. So you want to move your hip when the opponent's palm is. So as he's falling back, he's hip escaping. Yes, hip escape a little bit more, please. More. Yes. Now is a very good angle to finish the Kimura. Okay. If he didn't get that angle, he might not have the leverage to finish the move. Last but not least, let's move to the outside. The big highlight of this is one of the ways for you to escape is to jump over the leg and kill the angle. So Nick's foot can be in different positions. Okay, Nick like to squeeze in and pinch the hip, which is excellent. Okay. Another way that people do is they just wrap it around the hip, like so. Okay, so that's another way, as long as you feel it's strong enough so the guy doesn't push it down. And finally, you can even lock to, as long as it doesn't stop you from hip escaping. Okay, because sometimes people lock and they forget about moving the hip out. So those are some key details to finish the Kimura from the close guard.